What's up, everybody? I hijacked Pop's show today. This is an episode of Don't Do That here on Friday.
Epic Fridays!
Nah, I'm just joking. Pops is here introducing Miss Pops right now. And for Epic Friday, we're playing Straight Hood Fellas, which is myself, 16 the Icon, and Paper Over Pussy Everyday Don King, Coach Don King. It's called Shake That Ass, obviously. And it is available for your streaming pleasure on Spotify.
And Smoke of the App.
Smoke of the App.
Muhammad's, Mates, they're Jeters.
Yep, that's
Purple
why we got.
Punch.
That's why we got one each, because they small.
They are small.
So,
but they are worth it. They are worth it. Today we have an update on the Starbucks situation. Found out actually where it ended up at, because I ended up becoming
yeah, she did her Lois Lane. She turned into an investigative reporter on the spot and found out what was going on at Starbucks.
I'm addicted to Reddit now.
Uh-oh.
You guys understand that there's so much stuff out there that I can get myself in trouble.
Stop it.
I can.
Get some help.
I can't. There's no help out there for me. There's none.
Y'all remember that old Michael Jordan commercial about drugs? Stop it. Get some help.
There's no help for me, guys. And then you have a woman here in Michigan who was arrested after calling and reporting her kids missing. Then you have 7 people.
Why?
Then you have 7 people.
7.
charged with election fraud in case of alleged double voting in Macomb County.
See,
because you can vote early now.
Yeah.
In certain spots.
I heard that commercial earlier.
Mail-in ballot, and you have in-person voting.
I'm straight.
So
I'm straight.
Yeah.
It's all rigged anyway. I'm straight.
It's all rigged. So what you got going on?
Well, on a lighter note, because she is going to cover a lot of the heavy topics, I just wanted to let y'all know, I'm going to warn y'all right now. Warn y'all. I didn't get a chance to warn the homie Sincere Sinatra, so I'm going to warn y'all. If you don't like musicals, bro, don't go see Joker at all. If you're not a fan of Lady Gaga or her music, you can skip this one. You can wait for it to drop on HBO Max, bro.
They shouldn't have made it into a musical. Joker is not meant to be a musical.
The whole thing is this. I've talked about this multiple times, and this is my segment on her show, so I'm going to say this again. We don't care about your interpretation of the characters that we grew up with. We don't care about your interpretation, bro. You should have done a sequel to the first movie. First movie made $1 billion something, right? Why would you do a musical where everybody's singing all over the place and going all into their madness and going deep into their psyche, and now they want to sing a magical number about how crazy I am? No. No. Absolutely not. Don't go see it. Don't waste your money, bro. Don't waste your money.
Yeah, don't
waste your money.
Yeah, it's not.
Arthur Fleck is not Jack Napier, and Lee Quinzel is not Harley Quinn. See what I'm saying? So they kind of tricked you.
First movie?
Yeah, first movie won an Oscar. Why? Because they anticipated if they were able to do a part 2, they would continue the story and show how Arthur Fleck emerges and morphs into the Joker that we know and love. Not the only thing that you're gonna get from this movie that's reminiscent of the first movie. He's going to court for what he did in the first movie. He's in court. Other than that, nothing. Trash. I'm glad I didn't go see it. Shout out to the homie John Campia for letting me know.
Yeah, no joke.
Not to waste my bread, because I would have been heated.
Pissed.
I would have been heated. I go see comic book everything. I'm Mr. Superheroes fan.
Right.
I go see everything comic book, sci-fi. So I would have wasted my bread. No.
So what I'll do for this, because it needs to be read from what this person had said.
Oh.
Or else you won't get
Is it the comment clown? It's not the comment clown?
Should we do the comment clown?
Do the comment clown. Do the comment
let's
clown.
do the comment clown.
Let's stay kind of light.
Okay. All right. We'll start off that. It's season 3, episode 12. It was when I was talking about when somebody was called when they I believe the school when
was it the counselor called the student a terrorist? I don't. What was it? The student asked the counselor for something,
and then also
their response was, "I don't negotiate with terrorists."
But then I think also too, it was that one girl too, because I had also said the lady's name and said what she
Gail
called,
something.
Gail something when she had said called the kid devil's spawn because they were from Palestine, so they were Muslim. So considered to a lot of people apparently they are considered to be spawn of the devil. So and it's like it's ridiculous. He's like, people can say what they want and just get over it.
Well,
no, well we can also say what we want and you can also get over it and your balls can drop and you can be a man and listen to it or move the fuck on.
Oh, but this is also,
Period.
you know, because you said that people can say what they want to say, and so I'll go even further on the whole, you know, devil spawn thing. Are they being called the devil spawn because, I don't know, they got their revenge on America for America being shady and making promises that they never were going to keep and jumping into bed with other people when they
Russia.
Whenever it suits them, they switch sides and jump and do whatever the hell they want to do? Is that why they're being called the devil spawn? Because they got revenge when they crashed a plane into the towers? Is that why they're being called the devil spawn?
Or
you said people can say whatever they want, right? So I'm saying whatever I want.
Considering the fact that
I'm just saying.
Their text is pretty much damn near the exact same text of the Christian Bible.
Because we see in all types of movies, the CIA will be cool with Palestine one minute, and then they'll find out that this person got more of something over here, and then they say, you know what, we done fucking you, we don't want to suck your dick no more, we want to come over here and we want to kiss this person's ass. We've seen that in all movies. You think they lying? Or do you think there's more than an ounce of the truth in that shit? Things that make you go,
There's usually stuff behind stuff whenever they put out streaming and whatever. There's always a purpose for it.
To prepare you.
Like, for example, you have The Boys.
To warn you.
You have The Boys. Does that not show you what the political stance is basically right now?
With the pharmaceutical companies.
And all that shit?
And how much power they have. And how they pretty much
just
run the country.
Just in general, how...
Because the rich do that.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, next topic. We don't want to stay too heavy, right?
That's what we're here for.
You got a light.
That is what we're here for. Oh, it's in my pocket.
Oh,
it's in my pocket.
My toes in my pocket.
My pockets.
Oh, and you know, I also... yeah.
What do you want to say?
I just want to say, do I diddy diddy dum diddy do. Or I wanted to say, hey diddle diddle with a diddy in the middle, and I just don't care. Man, that man is in trouble, bro. That man is in trouble,
yeah, they
bro.
found evidence. Other people involved. I want to know if it's Clyde Davis that they done have a video of his ass being talked to about getting rid of video evidence.
Okay, do you remember when Prince said they only imitate their atmosphere? Do you remember that? Okay, so who brought up Diddy? Clyde Davis, right? So do you think Clyde Davis pulled a Bieber on Young Sean? And that's where he learned it?
Drugged him up and give him head in a bar?
I'll give you this, Sean. You can have Bad Boy. Do you want to name it that? Yeah, you're a bad boy.
Bad boy.
You're a bad boy.
Bad boy.
But now the truth comes to the light. I'm speculating. I'm joking. It's not being serious. We don't know this for sure.
You're full of shit.
Speculation.
Okay, it's been speculation for the last 20 years. Are you kidding me?
You ain't hear from me.
You heard it from us. Anyway, so we're gonna go. I got this from the Meyer Reddit page. I went on there because I couldn't find it on no Starbucks thing. So I was like, okay, well, I know that there's plenty of places that have, you know, things inside stores.
Yeah.
You know, so it says.
And this is the official Meyer Reddit.
This is the official Meyer Reddit, and
Meyer
this
Reddit.
is from an actual employee that was experiencing the situation.
That was there.
And I do agree, from reading what was stated, I definitely feel some policies should probably be changed.
Ooh. There was one policy that she told me about that I know definitely needs to be changed when she was telling me about this story.
So, an incident occurred today that solidified that the way Meyer is operating its stores and store directors is unacceptable. Two customers were yelling, smacking the counters, and calling myself and employees names, racist, disrespectful bitches. And they were doing all of this over a drink made wrong, and the unfortunate loopholes of doing a return for it after we remade their drink, which was remade 3 times. One of them asked to speak to the manager, which I stated I was for the Starbucks, but then called the Myers store director just to make sure everything was good.
Now, I just want to pause her right in the middle of this because the thing that I was saying that had me like they need to change that policy was right there. Tell them the policy.
It has to be remade 3 times before they will refund you your money.
So, imagine you wanting your money back and them saying, well, no, sir. I'm going to make your drink 2 more times before I return your cash to you.
Right,
It's
like what the
company
fuck is going
policy.
on? Like why? So,
Don't you think that would infuriate the customer?
So, the store director said he would be right up. These 2 people continued to yell and berate myself and the team while causing a commotion. Two team leaders came up to try and help, but it was not de-escalating the situation. The store director finally comes up to help, but just stands there with his arms crossed.
He didn't want no smoke.
At this point, after the banging on the glass and counters and treatment from the customers, they should have been trespassed. But no, they were not. This situation was so bad that concerned customers called the cops. The customers, you guys, the customers, not the place of business. People who had no idea what was going on and saw we could have been seriously injured. The customer banging on the glass almost made it to our door to behind the counter and genuinely made myself and my team afraid, which you're damn right. Because at the end of the day, they would have been afraid afterwards when that pot of coffee would have hit their face. Fire me if you want to. You had let us literally just unsafe environment.
I think what happens is
I had one team member say they were about to quit and yell back at the customer. As Meyer team members, you're trained to just take the abuse. And if you speak up, you get in trouble, which did happen.
And you know what? This is the thing. It's like
which is ridiculous. Myself and team members felt so disregarded as the store director made it seem like he did all he could when he absolutely did not. The customer that called the cops bought one of the employees, who was specifically getting called a bitch by the customers, a Red Bull and a candy bar, just because they felt bad. The amount of customers that came up to us and said the management failed was insane. This is coming from customers stating that management failed. It's true. They don't seem to care about the safety of their employees, especially in scary, violent situations. I am leaving as soon as I can, and this solidifies it. The store director could have handled it so much better, and Meyer needs to rethink their de-escalation strategies, because just letting violent customers yell at their employees is unacceptable. I hope somebody at the corporation read this, because someone needs to be there for their employees. And if you call, I'm sorry, but yeah, you call this a family-oriented business.
You could tell that they were upset.
If this was a family-oriented, she gave all the detail that was needed. And that is ridiculous. If customers are allowed to act like that, and then they still get copped, basically. Here, we're still going to comp you, though. We're going to still make you feel good about yourself, even after you just degraded my employees.
Welcome to corporate America.
And it's sad. It shouldn't have even rendered. You know, I mean, the way that all places, and it's not just places like that, and that's every place. All right, every place needs to really rethink things because they need to remember the times they're in. They're not in the 1940s anymore when you started. Okay, and when it comes to you projecting sales, stop thinking you're in COVID times and drop it down a little bit because you will not see those sales. Even during the strike that's going on at the ports, you will not see you will not see the sales. It's going to affect your produce though. I'm really hoping that something does happen and everybody in this situation learns their lesson.
Well,
There's no real update on what's going on. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to get into the steps that I already know.
No, I'm talking about what's next up. Like,
I thought you were, okay. Well, yeah, okay. Then we got the mother who was arrested because she left her 7-year-old and 1-year-old at home alone. Okay, now, not even a Kevin situation. These kids are younger than Kevin. They're 7 and 1. Okay, considering the fact that, okay, I understand that, you know, we have to remember that our kids are smart, but at 7 years old, whenever you leave,
that's bad judgment all the way around.
When you leave the house at 5 p.m. and then call it 2:30 a.m., you left at 5 p.m. You left your children.
Man, come on.
Your children, your babies.
Come on, man.
At home alone. You deserve to be in jail for neglect, honey. I'm sorry. I don't even need to go into detail.
Yeah.
I don't care. What were you doing between 5 and 2:30? That your kids needed to be left home alone. Because they were found at a friend's house, family friend's house, 3 miles away.
So they left.
They left the house. 7 years old is not old enough to leave your kids at home by themselves like that. Not from 5 to 2:30. Now I have left my kids at home to run up the street real quick and run back to go to the store.
Yeah, but they leave for hours.
Different.
That's way
you just belong in jail, baby.
Dummy.
Okay, you belong in jail.
Donkey
We're gonna leave. That is straight donkey of the day. Hee-haw. Hee-haw. So at the end of the day, you're a donkey. Michigan mom arrests hours after reporting her kids missing. Listen, look it up on Newsbreak. The whole story is right there because it's insane. You just don't.
You big dummy.
You big dummy. You are absolutely insane and ridiculous.
I can't.
So on to the next one because that was just simple and easy. Just go to jail because you're an idiot. End of story. Now the 7 charged because they mailed in their votes and then also went into and voted. Now it wasn't even just people that voted that are in trouble. You also have 3 deputy clerks that are also in trouble for it.
Were they a part of it?
They were a part of it.
Wow!
Now, obviously, the story did not tell us whether or not they were Democrat or Republican. Again, it's on Newsbreak, not hard to find. Just know that, 1, you're a complete idiot because that's at least a 5-year prison sentence.
Man,
for fraud. Voter fraud. Why? On either end, they're both dumbasses. We're just going to leave it at that.
Just do
why? Is 5 years worth it? You ain't even going to be able to see the 4-year term.
I was just about to say
why?
That. Just about to say that.
What's the purpose?
They only in office for 4 years. You doing 5.
Right. And you're only going to knock 6 months off for good time.
When you come back out, somebody else is going to be, for good behavior, if you come back out in that 5 or a little earlier, you know what's going to happen? You're going to still see somebody else as president because you was in jail the whole time the other person was president.
Right, and you're going to be mad because either way it goes, for example, is it consecutive years or is it 4 years or is it 8 years total? Because Trump already did 4. Or did he do 4? Did he get impeached? I can't remember. Either way, you can only do 8 years. I don't even know what the point is.
Well, how many years Trump did?
He already did 4. I think he did 4 years. Okay.
But he
Can't remember.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
But it's a whole nother can to burn. But you got in trouble for double voting. You mail in a vote, and then you go down and you go ahead and vote again. While you also have deputy clerks that are in on it with you. I really hope that it was worth it because within those 5 years, you already know what the end game is. People are stupid and they think that. I mean, come on, you're just stupid. You're stupid. You're not even going to be able to finish up the presidency. The dude's going to be president or whatever is going to be president anyways, and you're still going to be in prison for 5 years.
You did not think that through.
Not at all. You had one job, vote once, and you failed. All right, you guys. Until next time. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Don't Do That. Mad as Hell Monday. Deuces. Oh, and like, comment, subscribe, share, and get notified. Peace.